How's everyone tonight?
Good, how about you?
I had a pretty rough day at work today. Got a headache and with everybody yelling at me because New York's a pain in the butt. I actually got like dizzy at the gate. People actually stopped yelling at me and asking me if I was okay.
A trusted friend who lost her life defending this temple. Her rest has been defiled, and now she haunts these halls as a banshee. Release her from this torment.
Okay, so you see you killed the maiden?
Yep, we did. At this point, we're going to go ahead and give it a little bit to see if we can get at least 10 and then determine where we're going from there. If we don't get 10, obviously, we'll probably call it, but give it like 10, 15 more minutes.
Oh, I'm inclined to say we'd try on 8, but...
That's fine.
Madge, anything that I am not using a legendary in a slot for. On the off chance it, like, drastically upgrades.
So, even though it's like 880 and you're over 900, still do it?
Nothing else to do with them. If nothing else, it's, you know, what, 30, 40 gold.
Yeah, true.
30 or 40 gold versus just sitting around on some nether shards, so...
I'm after the toy or the pet or whatever the hell the most expensive thing is that I don't have yet.
Yeah, I already got them all. But I'm like, yeah, I got like 52K.
See, this is where I wish we could like transfer them to our alts.
This is, and clearly John says whiskey and cheap hookers because expensive hookers don't take nether shards.
Well, yeah. Hey, John, you're not raiding tonight, are you?
No, I'm fucking brain dead.
Worth a shot.
So he's pretty much exactly where I was on Wednesday.
So I like my new case. It was still a bit of a pain to work because of the cable management in the back.
How's it running?
Pretty good, actually. It's actually quieter.
Awesome.
I still have to get a couple of adapters though because due to the limitation of the ITX board I had, I can only like get 2 fans running. That's not counting the CPU. So I have this other smaller red LED fan that I placed on the roof of it to have it supply air and also light up the case a little more, but it's not running right now. But no, I really like it. The tempered glass is nice.
Awesome. So what we're Maj, what's up with you for tomorrow?
Huh?
Are you here or not here tomorrow? You said on Wednesday that you weren't sure about Saturday?
Yeah, I won't be here. Or I'll be on late. Let's put it that way.
Gotcha.
Like 10.
Okay. Alright, guys, I don't think we want to try this with 7 people, do we? I'm thinking probably not.
And we can do it with 8, though, right? We got Chris just logged in. Yeah, I don't think we're doing this with 8 people either.
You do realize that's Alyosha, right?
Oh, I just saw Chris. I wasn't looking really. I just glanced.
Wrong, Chris.
You're wrong, Chris. I'm sitting here trying to program something on my phone, so I'm not paying hardly any attention at all.
Fair enough. And I said earlier, yeah, I would have been happy to try it on 8. I'm really unconvinced with 7, though. So I'm gonna say we will try tomorrow. I know we're down people. I'll still try to get people together if we have enough, but tomorrow is a pretty hesitant decision as well. Because we're gonna be down Nash. I think we're gonna be down J and B early on too. So we'll see what we've got tomorrow.
It is what it is. Although I just realized I logged out without leaving Reddit, so I probably ought to log back in and do that. If I look at the when I
Slow to log on, quick to log off, Madge.
No, I'm still on. I was up there. Not passed out yet.
Give him another 30 seconds, then he'll be passed out.
I'll put my head down yet.
Head down.
After that, all bets are off.
Don't look at your keyboard, Madge. Don't look.
Right?
So pretty.
Shows I've been slacking with my world quests. I've got 3 different factions on my list to do.
Mine is pretty. It changes to rainbow colors.
Oh, that's mesmerizing. That's even worse.
What changes to rainbow colors?
My
has-
Steel Series keyboard.
She has RGB. She's up with the
Cutie,
times.
Did you happen to get the new mount and pet, Cutie?
No, I don't have $30 for that crap.
It does the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought she was talking about, because that seemed to be implied, but I hadn't had a chance to watch the video yet.
Yeah, it does. It's very cool.
I really want them, but I don't have the money for it right now.
That's pretty much my position, is it looks really cool, and I'm not usually a mount person, but I'm tempted to get it, but I got no money.
Well, I have the Mystic Rune Saber and the stupid cat that goes with it, so...
This one is better.
I know, because it changes colors, and it's all rainbow, and it's pretty.
Is it zone RGB or is it individual keys? There's a difference.
I'm assuming you mean the keyboard, not the mount.
I meant the keyboard.
Oh, it's in, like, sections.
Okay, yeah, that's zone. The ones that have individual keys are much more expensive.
Cutie, where are you? Are you still online?
I am, but I'm in the lodge.
Oh, I can't. Wait. Yeah. Do I have to be 110 to fly? I don't. I can come to you. I think. It has really cool wings too.
I need to get closer.
There. I have brought a mount to show you.
It looks so awesome.
Does it induce seizures?
No, it is a slow color change.
Okay.
Like the keyboard.
What's the mount special?
It's RGB.
The mount special is RGB.
Yeah. Right, it changes colors.
So when you do slash mount special, it just forces it to change a color.
I think that's where it goes faster and induces the seizures.
Apparently. So Allison, what is the actual slash mount special?
I have no idea.
Oh, you haven't tried it yet?
No, I typically don't ever do that, actually.
I do it at least once to see what the animation is, to see if it's fun.
If it doesn't work when I hit the space bar, I tend to not worry about it.
My mount howls. It's not that exciting.
Isn't that a flying mount as well, though, Allison?
Thus my point.
Which means the only time it'll ever do a mount special just by hitting the space bar is if you're somewhere you can't fly.
Thus my point. That's why I don't know what it is.
So
Yep, you're caught up
Katie,
now.
No, go ahead,
That's why
Elliot.
I just simply check it out to see what it is, even though I know I'm never going to see it again, unless I specifically want to.
Have you seen what this one does?
No. Nice.
Yeah, I like it.
To target something. What is your desire?
That's from the Dreamweaver cache.
Yep, it's the only one I have. Sucks that it doesn't fly, but it's so pretty.
Got my second one a day or two ago. Okay, seriously, it's not called a moose. What are these things called if they're not called a moose?
They're called meese.
Geese. Elderhorn. Oh, so small and a Pandaren, oh my god.
The target. It's too far away. I need to target something first.
Ooh, 165 artifact power. I got a new trait.
Woohoo!
Another in the tree.
Oh yeah.
I need to get closer.
Trait number 3. Oh yeah. Alright, go back to my shopping now. That was enough of that.
I'm out of range.
Dang, almost got every possible AP item from doing one quest. Finished the PvP world quest, got the AP item for completing it, got an AP item off the last mob, and finished a rank, so that gave me a Glory of the Melee item. The only thing missing is the Humming Shard from the equipment.
Damn, nice. Anywho's, I'm gonna get off Discord, so have a good night, guys.
Yeah, okay, have a good night.
demons continue to march on the gates of the Valor. Your aid is required.
I need to target something first. I need to get closer. It's too far away. I'm out of range.
I just cannot get the hang of doing DPS as a balance druid.
Why?
What, why? Why am I doing it, or why can't I get the hang of it?
Why can you not get the hang of it? It's almost identical resource management to.
You have done well this day, champion.
Hey, well, you may want to move your mic a little bit closer to your mouth.
Yeah, right now it sounds like it's up your ass.
Or I may want to turn back toward the computer instead of turn back away from the computer while I program this shit on my phone.
I was close. That was up his ass.
Anyway, the question was, why are you having issues with DPS as a balanced druid? The resource management is very similar to a Death Knight.
Yeah, no, it's not the resource management. It's not any of that. It just the numbers suck compared to anything else I play.
Well, that I won't disagree with. So your problem is not so much that you're having issue with being a balanced druid as you're having issue with you don't have the output that practically anything else has.
Pretty much.
And apparently there are people that get whacked out numbers because out of the balance rotation because apparently they say they're scaled properly. But I know almost no one that does balance that is really that gets that much out of it.
If I remember correctly, it was one of those specs where they said your DPS relies a lot on the legendaries you have. But
I don't have a target.
to me, it seems like a cop-out, but I do know there are some very good legendaries that make a difference.
It's too far away.
Like I know one of the hunter specs, if you don't have the right legendaries, don't even bother.
Each raised a hand in slaying.
Which kind of sucks.
Each raised a hand in slaying each other. And so Skovald became king for his blade.
You cannot escape!
Once again, the accursed mists creep in from the sea. Venture forth and vanquish the Kavaldir there before their darkness spreads further.
You will not win this fight. I need to get closer. I need a target.
I mean, I play my mage, and depending on what spec I have, it's very good in one condition or another, but the numbers are usually pretty good. I played this thing, it just sucked.
It's all that nature stuff.
Right? Fucking hippies.
Hey!
Okay, moonlight stuff.
No, it's all that nature stuff as opposed to all that elemental stuff.
Right, because all my spells that are like nature. Alright, no heals for John ever again. Unless Jason, like,
Yeah, but
Well, it's not like you heal me with your nature spells.
if you get heals from any shaman or any druid, those are all nature.
Okay, hold on.
I'm not complaining about nature healing, I'm complaining about nature DPS.
Well, that's true. I'm gonna kill a giant seal now.
That's what I was trying to say. All that moonlight nature stuff.
I know.
Moonfire. Can I just throw the moon at the person?
Well, if you consider the size of it, you know, it might do some damage.
Well, Well, with the right spec and the right gear, you do kind of throw a small moon at them. Actually, you didn't even need the right gear, just the right spec back in MoP, you could throw the moon at them.
Okay, well, John, you're doing it wrong. Start chucking moons at people.
Start chucking what?
Yeah, you're supposed to chuck moons at people.
Oh my fucking Sailor Moon? Jesus Christ.
Well, for fuck's sakes, maybe that's why you're not doing very well with DPS if you're not using your abilities.
I'm chucking shit all over the place.
For all I know, you're just yelling at them and going, I have the moon.
And the other question is when you're looking at your DPS, are you looking at single target with a single target build or AoE with an AoE build? Because in order to get the most out of your DPS, you have to be very specific about the builds.
Or single target with an AoE build, and then you're fucked.
Well, if you mix talents, trying to get some sort of effect out of them, odds are you're probably not going to get anything out of them.
That was my point.
I thought you meant using an AoE build and trying to single target with it.
Yes, if you use an AoE build and try to single target, it's probably going to plummet your DPS, and you are going to hate your numbers.
My point is there are some talents that look like they should be single target, but in reality they are AoE. Some that look like they should be AoE, and in reality they're single target. So you end up taking some of those talents in confusion and end up can't getting any shit done.
Ah, okay.
Nithog and his brood are killers and murderers of the worst sort.
So I'm planning to kind of pre-order Destiny 2 for PC because it looks interesting. I was gonna stream some of it on beta, but apparently Activision doesn't want people to stream this game.
Really?
They've basically banned like the Discord overlay. You can't play that on the thing. Anything, a lot of game capture stuff. So it's gonna make streaming it very difficult or very annoying at the very least. There are explanations. Well, this stuff uses code and overlay stuff that could result in you being able to hack the game. Like, okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Still gonna probably pre-order it. Just working up the gold for it.
You're able to actually pre-order it with gold?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, you could buy it on the Blizzard store, and you can buy tokens to get credit on the Blizzard store.
Ah, okay.
I was able to buy the Necro expansion pack with it.
Very cool.
Because Blizzard figures if you're spending that much fucking time in their game to start with to get that kind of gold, you deserve a few freebies.
That's not the Blizzard way.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, because in reality, we can charge you for anything. Oh look, gold farming is a thing. How can we make money off it?
That's where they're making their money. Off the token system, where you're paying $20 to get gold.
And in all fairness, there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Nope.
Because people are playing to have fun, and if you're not having fun farming, then you fucking get away around it. So
Exactly.
what? I bought gold from gold farmers before. I know what my plan is worth.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like, people either are likely to have the time to do the farming if they want to do the farming, or if they don't have time to do the farming, it might be because they're so busy at work and they would rather just go buy the damn token because they can.
I've also bought, I did it once, I bought gold. And when you look at the way the system is now, yeah, they can't lose. They're charging you $20 for one token, which is basically more than a month's worth subscription. And even if you're someone like me who farms the gold just to buy the tokens to, what, save yourself a month of payment, Well, they're still making $5.
I was gonna say somebody else still paid for that, and they paid $5 more than you would have. So, yeah.
And as long as they don't make the price super inflated, I'm all cool with that. Although I do like the fact that how it went up when they said that you could use the tokens to buy games, especially when D2 was announced for the store. I don't recall it. Was it? I think it reached like 175 here, or 150. In Europe, it was 250,000 gold for a token.
I think it's been like 199 here.
Nope. We're almost back down to what it was prior to that spike. It's like 128.
How much?
128,000.
180,000?
28,000.
Oh, 28,000. 128 or just 28?
128.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Still too much.
I shall always remember this, even if my own people do not.
Which is the way things are set up in this expansion. It's not hard to make that much money.
No. You'd have to be inclined to do it.
I mean, all in fairness, though, it's still not as quick as, all the gold missions in the last one.
No. But if, again, I'm not tooting my own horn, but if follow the same routine that I do, just spend an hour, run around, do world quests, have all the right equipment in your follower. Look, with one world quest, one garrison quest that I made gold with the bonus. Okay, so let's take out 2,000. I've made 3,000 gold. And I haven't finished doing all the quests yet. I have 3 more zones to do. And there's a lot of gold on the map today. Mind you, I miss Blink, the vault, Blink Vault. But technically, that you could say that's kind of been replaced by the Rogue Weekly.
You mean the world boss?
No, you know how in the last expansion they introduced something where rogues can pickpocket mobs, they get some stuff, they turn it back, and they get some kind of reward for it. Well, in this expansion, once a week you can hand in, I think it's 1,000 items, and you get 5,000 gold. It takes 30 to 45 minutes to do. Originally on the PTR though, every subsequent hand-in was worth a lot more than it was now. But then obviously they nerfed the secondary hand-ins. So if you just do once a week, get on a rogue, spend 35 minutes, well, they're 5,000 gold. And I've been very lazy about that. I haven't done it in 2 weeks.
Vrykul raiders are testing our border defenses. Our forces are stretched too thin. Can you help?
Greymane's forces hold this Warden Tower. Break their ranks. Show no mercy.
It's too far away. The Everblade stands together. I can't loot that. I shall serve. I need a target. I need to target something first. I'm out of range. I need a target.
Hello.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Tried you on about 40 minutes ago.
Oh?
Not enough people.
Well, you could have called or texted me.
Still would have only gotten us one boss.
Yeah, just because we call or text you doesn't mean that you would have been available. We figure if you're going to be on, you're going to be on.
That still would have only been 8. And I don't think there's a damn chance in hell we could have done the last boss or the first boss on Heroic. And we could have done Avatar without a problem, but... I will warn you, Matt, since you were not here, tomorrow is very hesitant. We are down management, and JMB is supposed to be late again tomorrow, so I don't know if we're going to have anything tomorrow.
Tomorrow is not likely for me.
Okay. I didn't remember if you had said today and tomorrow, or just tomorrow.
Just tomorrow. Today I kind of overslept.
Fair enough.
I meant to be on sooner.
Can be very good.
Phone call with a clerk.
Nelly, just so you know, I will likely be on, but I might be running a little late.
It's too far
So
away.
if we have enough people, I might still end up like that, because I have a 40k tournament tomorrow.
I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
JB for what tomorrow, you said?
I need a target.
He has a 40k tournament.
He asked about JMB, not cost.
I can never understand John. You'll have to excuse me. J and B will probably be late tomorrow as well as today. Obviously, they're late today.
Any idea what they're doing?
I said, did they?
They didn't go to Attack-a-thon in Gatineau, did they?
Oh, maybe.
Don't they usually do that with people?
Harpies from the Haglands are unleashing their perverse magic upon wildlife.
I don't know who they would go with, but yeah, usually they tend to go to Attack-a-thons.
Stop this madness.
That would probably do it, and they tend to, at least the first day, stay late. Second day, not so much.
It's literally down the road from where I work, and I've never been.
I'm out of range. I need a target. It's too far away. I need to get closer.
Sorry, every time I do that stupid host fight there on the thing, it's always that one with the line, blah, 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 boo!
Well,
I need a target.
Is it time to sing the Doom song?
Bum, 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 bum.
So, just wanted to ask, because pretty much everybody in here watches Rick and Morty, right?
Maybe.
It might just be me and Koosh, I don't know.
I've only seen season 1 and 2.
There were only 2 episodes in the season. 3. 2?
Which show?
2 or 3.
Rick and Morty.
Anyway, what's the question, Will? So the question is, because I'm getting a gauge of, you know, the people that watch it. How many people in here are familiar with ducking cover?
The harpies of these mountains.
Anybody in here familiar with ducking cover,
for
the old
now
civil
they
defense
practice
cartoons?
their dark rituals.
Nope.
No matter who it hurts.
And see, this was really my point, is our age group, roughly, you know, mid-20s to 30s and early 40s are probably the people that are watching Rick and Morty that would have seen this. But our age group is not the age group that would have gotten the reference that they slipped in between a commercial and the continuation of an episode. And so I'm like, what in the fuck? What kind of people were programming this? So the old civil defense cartoons, and there are a whole bunch of variations on them, were designed for kids. This particular one was Bert the Turtle with his little civil defense helmet. And it's something to the effect of Bert knows to be alert, etc., etc. And he knows what to do when he sees the flash. Duck and cover. Because apparently in the 50s, they taught people, if you see an atomic flash, if you duck under your desk or duck against a wall and cover your head, you'll be fine.
If you see the flash, it's already too late.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, I shit you not, we had hurricane drills that were practically about as effective when I was growing up in Florida. But to the same way I had those hurricane drills, kids in the 50s and early 60s would have nuclear blast drills, and they would duck and cover under their desks. Now, the reason that this is extremely fucked up, in my opinion, is not only were they showing this old civil defense cartoon that nobody that would be watching the show, except for like me and 5 other people, would have understood what the cartoon was. Underneath the cartoon, they put something to the effect of what to do with or how to respond to North Korea. Or something like preparing for North Korea or whatnot.
It's too far away.
And I'm like, okay, you now have like 4 people left that got that reference. But
So
holy fuck, that was a lot of work to put together for like 4 people getting that reference.
So moral of the day, don't be Bert, stay alert.
No, Bert the Turtle is alert, and he ducks and covers, so he crawls into his shell when the monkey has the stick of dynamite behind its head. He jumps into a shell. The dynamite blows up, and the monkey and the tree and everything else are all blowed up. Bert's fine. Because a fucking paper wall is going to save you if you're in a goddamn nuclear blast or a hurricane.
It will. Just go with it. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Hey, if I've learned anything...
It'll keep you from panicking uselessly for your last few seconds of life.
There you go.
If I've learned anything watching Indiana Jones is you need to get into the magical fridge of invulnerability.
I need to target something.
Is that like if the airplane is going down,
Jump.
Head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye?
No, it's right at the last second before it hits the ground, you jump, and you'll be fine. Same for elevator.
For elevator.
I was gonna say, I thought that was just elevators.
I don't see why it wouldn't work for planes.
For spaceships.
It'll
anything.
work just as well for planes as elevators, I guess.
Exactly.
High Mountain stands.
Yes, I clearly remember as a kid in elementary school we would do these hurricane drills. And the reason why I found them hilarious is because they would have us line up in the hall with our kneeling down with our head against the wall and our hands over our head. And I look back at it and I go, but the walls between the fucking classrooms were just cubicle walls. There was no top between them. Like literally, they were just 6 foot tall cubicle walls. What the fuck is hiding behind that wall in a hurricane gonna do?
Were you taking classes in an office?
It was an open layout school, basically, so there were heavy-duty walls on the outside, but most of the building was basically envision a warehouse, and then put cubicle walls everywhere to break up the classrooms.
The hell's that sound?
That sound is somebody spamming the fuck out of a messenger. Like literally, they're just throwing a dozen pictures in there, and it dings every time they do it, instead of loading it as a photo album.
You still use Messenger?
For some things, yes. And it's Facebook Messenger. Not
Okay. I was gonna say AOL. I was gonna say like Windows Messenger.
The Ebon Blade stands to
No, this is Facebook Messenger. I'm in a messenger group for one of my 40K things, one of my Warhammer things. It's an international group that we organize shit. And somebody decided, hey, I'm gonna show off this really cool thing, and decided to spam the ever-living fuck out of the group.
Instead of posting an album. Nice.
Right.
I need a target. I'm right by your
Hey
side.
John, do you have a? Do you wouldn't know a good a sub $100 NAS you could recommend?
A sub $100 what?
NAS.
No, they tend to be 150, 200 and up.
That's okay. That's what I saw too. I figured I'd ask. Maybe you knew.
I mean, at that price, you might as well get an enclosure and build Linux on it.
Well, that's what the server is. Now that I actually have a working case that I can plug in a power supply and all that. I did that. I bought that that Fantex case for my desktop.
Yeah, sounds fixed. So if that's what you're doing, why don't you use that as your file server?
Problem with the Nightblade case is that it only has room for one physical drive. I've got 2 physical drives sitting on my desk right now. One of them is going to actually go in the Fantex because it actually has 2 physical bays, and I already have the one that I was using on my desktop. So I'm going to have one drive lying around.
Well, if you want to save money and the performance isn't a big deal, just gotta use the enclosure and slap it in and plug it via USB.
Target something first.
I just need it for storage, and if I have to transfer a file, it's no big deal.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks. I don't know what else to tell you.
Yeah, well, my MediaSmart server died like 3 weeks ago. Endless restarting, and the CPU was like basically you could fry an egg on it. So I think it was done.
It's too far away.
And the plan was that I was just gonna use that as an NAS because the enclosure is perfect. And there's apparently tutorials on how to convert it to just work as a NAS using a different operating system. But that did not occur.
No, I mean, the NAS I bought was an Asus store.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, so good. I've had no problems with it. I mean, it was, I mean, the quote-unquote best ones are usually the QNAP or the, what's the other one? The white ones. They're like the Apple of NASs. And their software is really, really nice looking, but everything's done their own way. The Asus store, there's a little fancy GUI on top of it, but everything's you know, their own variant of Linux underneath, so you can actually do stuff with it. The one I have's got 2 internal bays, and I made sure to get one not with some random fucking processor, ARM processor. This one's got a cell on there, so you can actually run apps on it.
The only thing I gotta do now before I get that server started up is I've got a couple of 2.5 physical drives. I'm just gonna find the one that's not busted and use that for the OS. Then keep the bigger drive for storage or apps.
The very roots of the World Tree are corrupted by the nightmare.
What is your desire?
Cleanse Shallanir of the infestation.
I need to target something first. I'm out of range.
Master!
It's too far away. The Ebon Blade stands together. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I don't have a target. It's too far away. I need a target.
One day Shalinir will be reclaimed, and the roots of the World Tree safeguarded. We must not rest until that day dawns upon Val'sharah.
An efficient kill. Most admirable.
I'm out of range. The Ebon Blade stands together. It's too far away.
Is that the H again? Let's go to that.
Something first.
That was funny. Where's she? She's 10K.
Come here. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
Ask.
forces hold this Warden Tower! Break their ranks! Show no mercy!
It's too far away. I'm out of range. I need to get closer. I need a target. Range. It's too far away. I need to get closer. To target something first. I'm out of range. I need to get closer.
The Ebon Blade stands together.
What's your story? Keep your chin up, eh?
Ishnu Allah. Be careful. How may I
Nice.
help? Goddess, watch over you. What brings you here? Good luck, friend. Elune Adore. Good luck, friend.
the specters here continue to concoct a wine so foul it serves only to poison the drinker. Azuna would be better served with them gone.
I will enjoy this.
That should help to contain the spread of their corrupted spirits. You have my thanks.
Ishnu Allah. Be careful.
Almost done.
Our enemies outnumber us. We have need of your skills.
So arrogant are the Legion that they defile my lands and think themselves safe.
What is your desire?
Their forces are massing in Theranar. Strike there and cripple them before they move deeper into Azuna.
Yes.
I need a target.
Oh, that's right, he's up there. specific. There we go.
Justice is served.
The Ebon Blade stands together.
It's too far away. I don't have a target. I'm out of range.
You have shown the Legion that they will be hunted anywhere they dare tread in Azsuna. Excellent work.
More? So we'll do that. Ooh.
I'm right by your side.
I need a target. I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
The demons of Faranar seek to bend the Illidari to their will. This must not be allowed to transpire. Show the Illidari that they have an ally in Narthalos. Free them and take the fight to their demon captors.
Your soul will be mine.
I shall serve.
With the Illidari freed, the demon's threat is contained. You have done a great service to our land, champion.
Ishnu Allah. Goddess, watch over you. Can I
Nice.
assist you? Be careful.
It's not ready yet.
Greetings. May the stars guide you.
We are all that stands between the Legion and annihilation.
Hello. Del Nadris.
Thunder to the Everblade!
I can't use that item yet. It's still recharging. It's not ready yet.
Nice. Start that. shit. be closer to 170 now. With that. Let's crit. What did I want to do? Cross fingers. Ooh. This is physical. Ooh. Oh, this road's so good too. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Pah. Peace. I'm out.